Hello everyone, my name is MrMFretwell, and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft. Oh man, is it weird to be back here. It's been some time, has it not? The last time we were here was back in the summer. Excuse me. Sun is rising, it's a new day, and it's time to get back to NPM. So I've been away for a long time. I don't really know where I left things, but I'm excited to be back. I'm ready to do some more recording and some more single player stuff again. And here we have our chest, well, our present in chest form, I guess. It's pretty cool. They've been doing that for a few years now. It's a nice touch. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what I was doing when I finished here. I guess we should take a look. I mean, I logged in and I was in this village here. I just climbed to the top of the house for the intro there. But beyond that, I don't really know what it was I was doing. So, I have a bunch of random bits and bobs on me, mainly a lot of dirt, which I find interesting. Yeah, I've got a lot of that. Some redstone, some coal, and some ender pearls. Anything in here? No. It's my tree farm back there. And I do have a lot of levels right now, which I find interesting. Guess my minecart is down here. Should really add a cart return to that at some point. Certainly would make it useful. So, right. We have this beacon now. What's he giving us at the moment? Speed? Okay. That was the last thing we did, right? Was speed? And I finished up my base, I think. That was the last things that we worked on together. We've got our little farm here. Yes, that's a mushroom farm. It's pretty interesting. More potion-y type stuff. Excuse me. Keep having to clear my throat. There's a chicken farm down here. It does have chickens in it. Okay. And we have our storage. What sort of items did we have? Coal, a lot of coal, a lot of redstone, a lot of lapis. Do have a decent amount of iron blocks. I should have a ton of iron in there. I have a heck of a lot of diamonds too. A lot of diamonds. Lots of gold. What are we looking like in terms of tools? Ooh, okay. Some decent swords. They're kind of garbage swords, it seems. Ooh, hello. Okay. Lots of enchanted books. Some pretty valuable ones in here too. So it seems like, from what I can gather here, I pretty much left things in a state of completion when I stopped in episode 200. Just gonna put these items away. Sandstone could go in here. I guess I'll keep the ender pearls for now, they might be handy. Say, didn't I have another path in here? Pretty sure I did. That one there is the skeleton farm, I'm pretty sure. But up here, I'm pretty sure I have some nether tunnels that lead to a blaze farm and an ender farm and so on. So, we'll have access to that. So I guess, looking at it at this point, with everything finished, our series is pretty much ready to go with starting something new. Yes. So we have different paths here for different things. I think, yeah, there's a torch down there. I think that way goes towards the original spawn. No, this way goes towards the original spawn. It's that way down there. Okay, that's cool. So we have that, so I can get around my different bases in the world. So what I'm wondering now is what I really need to be doing next. If I recall correctly, when I stopped, the next thing I had to work on was the Nether Railway, which certainly would require a lot of supplies and effort, and it's certainly not something that I could just figure out in this one episode. That is for sure. So what I'm wondering here is if I want to think about that again, what I'm gonna need. How are we doing on rail supplies? Where would I even put rail supplies? Redstone, maybe? I'd have thought I would have set up a dedicated rail chest. Ah. We're certainly not doing too hot on that front then, are we? I have a bit of iron, I don't have too much iron. I have an okay amount of gold. I don't have a lot of gold to make power tracks with. Ooh, okay. Nor do I have really any supplies. We're doing on stone and stone bricks. Not so great. So if we're going to start and think about doing a nether rail situation, I'm definitely going to need to get some supplies for sure. Most notably iron, gold, and stone in order to set up nether tunnels. And then I'm probably going to actually need to carve out some tunnels and a hub, right? That's kind of the objective there. So maybe for today's episode what we'll do is we will focus a little bit on gathering supplies. Now, we already have some iron and gold. I know where to get more of that. That will be over at the lab, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure where we connect up totally with the lab, honestly, or if we even have a connection to it, now that I think about it. I'm not sure if I ever made one. I'm pretty sure we must have done, though, because I remember going to the Mushroom Island again. Sorry for having to keep clearing my throat. I'm not sure what's going on here. Must not be very well today or something. So the question is, this takes you back towards the original spawn, but the lab was further away, if I recall. So let me investigate this and see if I can't track down the lab through these tunnels, and then maybe we'll be able to find some supplies by doing that. Hopefully. Okay, apparently that was not the path. That is the Blaze Farm, so it has to be the other way. So this looks like it's the ladder that goes to the fret fort down here, which would mean that the lab and the mesa and all of that would be this direction. Now, while I was running down those tunnels, aimlessly, I did recall a few things from my series before, and one of those was my objective moving forward was to put a beacon at every one of my bases. And we already put a beacon at the village base, but that's as far as we got. So one of my other projects is going to be to start and work on getting wither skulls at a nether fortress somewhere, and possibly starting to build a wither skeleton farm. So that's definitely something I'm going to try and think about, is doing that. As far as episodes go for this series, I'm going to try and aim for once a week right now, just to kind of start. I'm thinking maybe Saturdays, possibly. And then calling it good for now, just while I get back into the swing of things, figure things out. And that still leaves me with time to do other things, such as my stream a day, hidden secrets, and so on, because I've been having a lot of fun with that stuff, and I just want to try and keep things balanced out and have a nice steady pace for the moment, and I think that will give me the most enjoyment. So I'm going to figure out what's going on with these tunnels and see if I can't find something useful here. So currently I'm at the 1.7 heaven portal now, and I notice this through here. It kind of goes up a little bit. I'm guessing that this leads to that old railway. It does. And then that would mean that this right here is the lab. Right down at the end of this corridor would be where it is. I see some torches on the wall. That is something there. What does this indicate here? There's definitely something here. This... What is this? Oh, this must be the Mushroom Island portal. That's what that must be. And that's really close to the rail line. Very close, I must say. And the lab is right down here, I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't know what all is going to be at the lab that's going to be useful to us. We're going to have to investigate that gold farm and see if it still works. I don't think it does anymore. I think it was broken. Shifting floors were changed in 1.8, and it broke a bunch of mob farms. I think this is one of them that's been affected. My dark room would also be affected in the overworld here, but I'd like to inspect it first. We may need to build a different type of gold farm if we're going to produce gold. And I know that there is a lot better ones available than the one I built here now. Particularly experience-based grinders and things like that. Stuff has moved on quite substantially since I built this. This is where you collect resources. This was the AFK chamber right up here. Let's see what we can spy. Oop, hello. Oh damn. Oops. So get that in a minute. It appears to still be working. It's not working with the baby pigmen, but certainly the adult ones it definitely is. I was having a few issues back there, see that? It's kind of half working at the moment. There's a magma cube there. Okay. So it kind of still works, but it's not as efficient as it was before. I don't really know what to do about that. I don't think there is a fix for that. I'm certainly not going to try and change this farm. So a bit of gold in here, so an ender chest. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to try and change anything with that. That's not going to do us any good anyway. Aha. That's brought us all the way down here. I do need to replace that stone brick at some point, but I guess it's not a big deal. I'll do that next time I go up there. It's going to be a long journey back just for that, so... Let's investigate the lab here and see if I left any iron or gold here. With that not working, that puts a major dent in my plans to build a rail system, because I don't have enough gold at the moment. What happened here? My frame rate has just died. Where would I keep iron, I wonder? Did I keep it here? That's weird. I guess the trap chests don't change. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Just a single diamond left. Is there any rail related stuff up here? Oh, there is. Minecart stuff. Anvils. Furnaces, crafting tables. A little bit of coal, not too much coal. Not really any redstone. A lot of lapis in here. Okay, well, I'm gonna take all of this. Because I'm gonna definitely need it all. I'm not gonna take that for now. This is really, really good. I can actually make use of this. I don't think it's gonna be everything we're gonna need, but it's gonna get me close, that's for sure. And that amount of gold will probably carry me along, combined with maybe doing a bit of speed mining, until I can figure out that gold farm situation properly. Properly? I tried to say properly and probably at the same time, and I got probably. So, while I'm here, is there anything else of value that I could take? There's a decent amount of TNT in there. Saplings and such. I left a pretty decent haul of stuff here, if I recall. We're looking on quartz. Not really much in the way of quartz. Oh, the infamous slimes. Oh, the slimes in the storage room. They never went away. I don't think we ever managed to get rid of them. Not successfully, anyway. Yeah, there's that dude. This is all of my wool. Like ridiculous amounts of wool that I sat there and farmed. Clay is in here, I believe. Get out of here, dude. Oh, so many squishes. Too many squishes. Leave me alone. Oh, great. Looks like those were empty. There's paper, glass over there. Don't leave any dye. I left some dye. A bit of clay. Lots of wood, signs and ladders. Flowers. Wool could be handy to have. And that's all I'm going to take for now. Just that stuff. And I guess those slime balls. And that's still pretty good. Even so. I don't know if my darkroom trap still works or not. So, again, similar situation with that to what we have right now. Hello. When it comes to the gold farm, I'm not sure if it works anymore. Sandstone thing down there. This is a lot of cobble. Oh my gosh, is this a lot of cobble? this would definitely solve my problems as far as stone goes. So we don't have a stone problem anymore. Wow, look at this here. Put your ores in there and it. Some glass in there apparently. Wow. This is like opening up a time capsule because I haven't been here in even longer than just the last episode. I think we came back here once, but we only briefly checked things out. We didn't actually go and collect anything. So it's really been over a year since I last investigated this base, significantly anyway. I'll leave the rest of this stuff alone for now. I don't really need to meddle with much in here. But seeing all this again has reminded me of another project that I wanted to do. And that was to kind of fix up and add to my old bases. I know that I definitely had some plans regarding the fort base, and they're kind of bit by bit coming back to me. As I look at things again, it's like, oh, I wanted to do that. And then that'll lead me to thinking about 3 other things. And I definitely still want to do that. I would like to finish up my old bases. I'm not sure how viable anything here would be, considering the frame rate situation is pretty terrible. But I imagine that we could definitely change some of the stuff in that storage room, which is what I believe is causing the lag. And maybe by doing that, we might be able to reclaim a lot of hoppers in the process as well. So that's certainly interesting. We've been able to gather those resources, which sure will be handy. I guess I could have used my ender chest and maybe brought some stone back with me, but I'm not sure. So I think what my plan is going to be now is I'm going to head back to the village base and decide how I want to build the hub. I'm thinking at the moment that I want to put a main hub in where the Fretfort is, because that's the original world spawn point. That makes the most sense, to build from there and then branch out. Okay. So I'm going to think about that, put this stuff away, and then I will come back. So, another thing that I realized when I got back here is I'm not sure on the food situation. I have steak here, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last us. So I may need to end up switching out some potatoes eventually and living off of those. But I'll try and keep breeding up the cows whenever I remember to. So, with that in mind, I've kind of figured out what it is I'm going to be doing now with regards to the Nether Hub project. And that's going to be to start by carving out a big room. I think I'm going to go with a big sphere, actually. Well, kind of like a semi-sphere. It'll have a flat floor and then sort of like a domed roof in the nether. And then I'm going to build tunnels to each of the nether portals and then add in rails. I think the main thing though, first, before I get to all of that, is just to get some rails and such hooked up and get the tunnels done. That's going to take a lot of work. And by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to find my bed. Do I not have a bed? I thought I had a bedroom. I'm just sort of wandering around all over the place here looking... Oh, here we go. For my bed. This beacon is not really in the most convenient of locations now, is it? I mean, I made it a speed beacon so that I could have it for my base, but if I'm going to be getting supplies, I'm probably going to need to get myself a haste beacon. I wonder if I have any more wither skulls. I have 2. So if I could potentially get a hold of another one, then I may be able to fight another wither and get a haste beacon. That would definitely be handy. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next thing I'm going to work on, is going to be the room there. But I think that's going to be just about it for this particular episode. I just kind of wanted to get reintroduced to things and kind of figure out what my direction was again, and we've definitely done that. So now I'll be able to begin work on carving out those rooms and tunnels and things, and be able to give you guys a bit of a progress report on how things are going. And I'm thinking that maybe throughout the week I might do some live streaming stuff on MPM, and I'll be putting the VODs of that up on my MrMFretwell Extra channel, so you guys will be able to see some bonus content almost, essentially, from this world if you guys are interested in that. Because the nether tunnel stuff on its own is pretty boring. So I may work on some of that on live stream. But I'll be giving that some thought before diving into anything. But before I go ahead and sign off here, I just want to thank all of you for your incredible support. I hear what you guys have been saying. You've been wanting MPM back for some time now, and I'm finally glad that I'm able to deliver that request to you. I hope you like the new editing and things like that, and new branding that I put into MPM with the new adventures. It's a new beginning for us here. Even though we're using the same world, we've got lots of new exciting journeys to go on. I'm super excited to get that nether rail up and running, to work on the old bases, and hopefully in the early new year when Minecraft 1.9 releases, we can investigate the new features and maybe head out and make a new base somewhere as well. So I'd like to thank you once again for all of your amazing, incredible support. You guys brought me back. Without you, I would not have a series here, nor would I have anything particularly worthwhile to continue. So I thank you, each and every one of you, deeply. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. You get all the gifts you want, and you get filled up on lots of good food. And I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful New Year's. I will see you all on a week on Saturday, if not before. So take care and have a good day.